Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Borderlands 2. Halloween is right around the corner, so I figured it would be fun to go and revisit Hallowed Hallow yet again. How many times have I played through this Headhunter DLC on this game? I think it's been a lot at this point, but honestly, it's a lot of fun. And of course, with Halloween being right around the corner, I want to revisit it. I want to do all the missions. I want to just see TK Baja yet again. And I'm wondering, should I go and do the original Borderlands 1 Halloween DLC?
Hollow, the only community for Pandora's exiled and retired undead. I'm the town's lookout, TK Baja. Why don't you come on and find me, would you? Just follow the sound of the blind redneck zombie's voice.
This was such an awesome DLC when it first came out. Now, the Headhunters themselves, I mean, they're pretty small. There's not really a whole lot to them in the grand scheme of things. Like, I think there's... How long is it? Maybe about an hour's worth of content if you really take it slow, but, you know, it's still cool. You get to revisit Hallowed Hallow, which, of course, you did see in the original Borderlands via DLC. You get to see zombie TK Baja again, who, of course, is an iconic character here in the Borderlands franchise. It's so freaking good, man.
Lately, a real sourpuss named the Pumpkin Kingpin's been hassling the townsfolk. They're so scared these days, they won't even step outside.
Ooh.
Why don't you get out there and give them the old 1-2 for me?
Alright, kill Pumpkin. I love how in these DLCs, too, they act like it's going to be super quick. Like, oh, we just go here, then we just go kill the boss right away? Okay. Well, that's easy enough. It never works out that way. I actually see that in a lot of video games. They act like it's going to be quick and you're going to, you know, be able to finish things up pretty fast, but it never turns out that way. There's always something that gets in your way. And I forget, these guys, do they oh, maybe they don't? I was going to say, do they resist fire? I think they do, but they still died incredibly quickly. And they're all actually within my level as well. This pistol is just way too good, which is why I actually like playing... Oh, yeah, they're resisting a lot. It's why I like playing lower-level characters. I could play on Krieg, but... Actually, no, I couldn't play on Krieg because I beat everything on him. Obviously, I don't want to play on my Gunzerker because that's for the One Life Challenge, which we still need to do that, guys. I apologize for not doing a One Life Challenge live stream in quite a long time. The reason why is because Black Ops 4 is consuming all my time and my entire existence.
Kingpin should be in that clearing on the other side of that gate.
Alright, well.
Oh, horseradish. The Kingpin must have cast a locking spell on this gate. You're gonna need an enchanted skeleton key.
Not the skeleton key.
Let's find ourselves some enchanted bones, you hear?
Alright, sounds easy enough. But yeah, Black Ops 4 has been completely consuming my entire existence. I've been wanting to do Black Ops 4 Zombies videos here for the channel, but I'm wondering, how should I do them?
The folks buried there must have been normal type people. We're gonna need the bones of wizards to create a working skeleton key. Keep on looking.
I should probably stop using fire weapons so much. But yeah, when it comes to Black Ops 4 Zombies, it's like, well, I mean, do I just play through the map and try to get as far as I can? Do I go for the Easter egg? I'd have to look up all the tutorials for the Easter egg. So far, I've played a lot of Voyage of Despair, which is actually quite fun. I like that map quite a bit. We figured out how to do, like, Pack-a-Punch and unlock pretty much everything. The only thing we don't know how to do is the actual Easter egg. And it's kind of fun figuring that stuff out, you know, without the help of outside sources or anything like that. Should I go Gwen's head here? But then again, we should always swap out weapons, so let's use this for right now, I think. Oh, I punched the air between the sides. Ah, Marauder. Oh, this gun's so good. Hold on now. Even though what was this designed for? Level 8? I'm pretty positive this is a level 8 Lacaille. Yeah, but it's still really freaking good because it fires out so many shots at once. Melee shield, not really all that great. I'll pick it up because I need to have stuff like that, but I'm not going to use it. What am I supposed to do besides just kill things here? I guess probably just kill things here, right? Supposed to find all these different keys. And I can't open that up. Oh, all the way down there. I was going to say, I don't see any boards anywhere. I've done this DLC how many times now, and I've already forgotten that part. I rewatched Yodi's final video. That's so freaking sad to say, man. It's been over 5 years now since Yodi passed. But I rewatched his video the other day. We showed how to spawn the secret boss on this map, or on this DLC. And I'm wondering, can you actually do that here in a normal playthrough when you're only level 18? I imagine you can. You just have to activate the fire on top of each one of these things here by, you know, putting in weapons into the cauldron up there, killing all the special jack-o'-lanterns. There's one right there. There's one back there towards spawn. I could probably find all that stuff, though I'm not 100% sure that I can do it on a normal playthrough. You probably can. Ooh. Hold on now. You guys, you were taking like no damage at all, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and do this because you're way too freaking good. What hit me? Oh.
You'll be able to go toe-to-toe with the pumpkin Kingpin himself. Yeehaw!
Yeah, all right, TK. It was so sad too when you first find. I mean, Borderlands 1 spoilers. That game is how old at this point? When you find TK Baha hanging in his house, it was real sad because while Borderlands isn't exactly known for being. It's not the greatest storytelling game ever. I'm not sure like how many people love Borderlands solely for the storytelling, but TK Baha is one of those characters that you really like because there are so few actual characters in the world. Pretty much all of them are important, right? You have TK Baha, you have the original Vault Hunters, you have Dr. Zed. I want to call him Dr. Ned. You have Dr. Zed, you have Marcus, you have, of course, Moxie and Scooter and all these characters. And so if any of those characters die, I won't say who dies and who does not, but you know, once any of those characters die, if they do, it means a lot more because it's not as if the world is actually full of people. But a downside to that as well, I would say, is the Borderlands world doesn't feel very fleshed out. I remember talking about this in my playthrough of Borderlands 1. I forget the name of the town itself. I wish I could remember it. It's not a very big. It's not like New Haven or Old Haven or anything like that. Any of the havens. It's like a random town, and there's like a total of 3 people I think that actually live there, and they're just chilling out basically inside of this bar, and they all use the exact same NPC model. For Borderlands 3, I mean, they've said, Randy Pitchford keeps teasing that Borderlands 3 is going to be like the biggest Borderlands game they've ever done. Like the most expansive, biggest game. And it's hard to beat Borderlands 2, it really is. But that's one of the things about Borderlands 2 that they could definitely improve on. Ooh, look at you, Mr. Armored Boy. I love that's an undead Marauder, and you see the Marauder, outfit there on a skeleton. It's actually pretty neat. What we have here, a shield that is much better than mine in pretty much every way, but it's for 1 level higher than me. Well, I'm about to beat that level here relatively soon. Freaking playing on my Siren here. This Siren was originally just part of like one of my 1 life challenges, and then after we lost the 1 life challenge, I now use this character for like replaying through DLCs and stuff that I've already done on Krieg like countless time. Badass Psycho. You know what? Screw you. Put you up there. Go for the head. Easy enough. I will say I really do like playing as the Siren. More characters are fun in general, and I have to wonder, what are they going to be doing in Borderlands 3 when it comes to the characters? Here's that cauldron, by the way. A step in this to get the secret boss. I think you have to put in a gun, a shield, and a grenade, and you get something out. I mean, you can get legendaries that way, but it's not like the best way to get legendaries or anything like that. But you can definitely do it. Let's dig this up. I wish I could kill them as they're coming out, but like while they're in that animation, you pretty much can't do anything. 1 little headshot, it's all you need. Let's just activate all of these.
You found the last enchanted skeleton.
I was going to open like all of them, but apparently this one has the last one. Oh, reload. I'm not going to be able to do any damage while he's up in the bubble. Messing this up so bad. I lose like, aiming down sights in this feels weird. Like, it's so zoomed in when you ADS with this gun. It's actually kind of off-putting. Compared to this, where it doesn't really change your field of view at all. You aim down with this, it's like, okay, where'd all my peripheral vision go? It's really freaking hard. Leg bones connected to the, well, nothing anymore.
All right. Now that you got all the enchanted bones, why don't you head to the blacksmith's and forge yourself a skeleton key?
I love this.
There, tell Sully the blacksmith that I said hi.
So creepy. It's awesome. I'm a big fan of this. What is it? It's just a grenade. Can't use that. Okay, we can probably pull out the pistol again, though, because now we've killed all these pumpkins and all these skeleton stuff. Ooh, we actually have ammo for the pistol again. And also, we have the colony. I think I talked about this the last time I played through this DLC, which, when was that? Was that last Halloween? It might have been. I kind of just come through. It's like a pilgrimage for me. But this is not, it's not great, but it's not a terrible place to try and farm tubbies and stuff, but obviously those don't spawn in here on normal mode. At least I'm pretty positive they don't spawn in here on normal mode. But decent place to get experience as well. Kill off all these spider ants. You can just run past them as well. Eventually they'll just de-aggro and then go back about their business. But if you're like me and you're looking to level up your Siren just a smidge, then it's not a bad place to do it. And I also like how they replace pretty much all the little, you know, skag piles or whatever. They're all jack-o'-lanterns. That's pretty neat. Oh, fire spider ant. Definitely can't use this. Oh, I stopped shooting because I thought he was going to die. It's freaking Call of Duty all over again. There we go. I always love the lava and everything up here. It looks really freaking cool. I still remember the first time I played this DLC. It was with my brother and Nick. And it was fun. It was just so cool to go up here and explore the entire place for the first time. And, you know, go to the forge. Then the plot twist at the forge. I won't say what it is in case you haven't seen it. But, you know, it's neat. Oh, the little candies. I forgot all about those.
You're gonna need the blacksmith's hammer to make the key. Now, where could he be? Sully? Hey, Sully! You got a customer over here?
Where's old Sully? Oh.
Oh, there he is. Why don't you ask him for his hammer, would you?
He's like...
hand it over if you ask him nicely.
What are those things? Centaurs, minotaurs, some kind of a tar, right? It's like a human. It's like a psycho that's attached. I'm all slowed down. I can't move. It's like a human that's attached to a spider ant. It's actually pretty terrifying. But that's the kind of stuff you can have here in Hollow's End. Or Hollow's End. Freaking Hallowed Hallow. I call it Hollow's End, which is freaking... That's from WoW. That's from my last video. And apparently I can't put him up in the bubble because he's too big. But it's whatever. Because it puts a debuff on him when you do that. It makes him take a little bit of damage over time. And down goes old Sully. And he...
You two are done talking, huh? I was sure he'd come around. Nevertheless, you better get that hammer from him.
I'm not worried about the hammer. I'm worried about this. Oh, my favorite SMG. Borderlands. Borderlands, you're too good to me. You are too good to me. So I've said many times that the Hellfire is my favorite SMG in Borderlands 2. It just looks so good. You could argue that the Hellfire is not as good as the Bad Touch. Or I guess it's actually... No, it's a Good Touch. I mix those up a lot. The Good Touch from Moxie's, there's actually quite a bit of a debate about that online. But I don't care because
That wasn't so difficult.
this thing's freaking awesome looking. Look at it. It's freaking cool. And this one has a sight on it. Now, if you're looking for specific... It's kind of a cool looking hammer. If you're looking for a specific prefix, you actually want the Consumant Hellfire. I forget why, but you want the Consumant Hellfire over something like the Lucid. But still, for level 18, a legendary weapon like this is going to be pretty freaking good. It's going to be pretty awesome. Especially, do I have the cat mod? I do. 70% or 76% more SMG damage. Oh my goodness, guys. That is absurd. What are the chances?
Now, smack those bones together and forge yourself a skeleton key.
All right. I like the hammer model a lot. I don't think it was actually used for anything else in Borderlands. It's like they put a lot of effort in that one little model. Oh, and speaking of one little models, check out the skeleton key.
Now that you've got the key, you can find the Pumpkin Kingpin's lair and make the rivers run orange with pumpkin guts.
Hey, I like pumpkin guts. Come on, how about another Lego? All right. What we got here? That is a matriarch class mod, which gives me health. Yeah, it's more like for healing and stuff. Team, yeah, we don't really need any of that. I could grab it for, like, you know, be able to sell it off and such, but there's no sense in doing all that. Let's not bother with it. Everything at this level, if I really wanted money, I would go farm, like, bosses and stuff, which is kind of a staple of Borderlands anyway. Okay, both my weapons are fire. You know what? You may resist, but it doesn't matter if I put you up in the bubble like that. Oh, man. Okay, wait. Oh, it's down. I thought I only had 2 weapons equipped. Now I have 3. Okay, I'm so confused. For that entire time, I thought I only had 2 weapons equipped because I think it's because I only had 2 of them set up. But yeah, there we go. This thing is so good. It's also nice having an SMG that's full auto as compared to just having the burst fire with the really weird FOB. All right. I was going to say, if you could just die to that fire damage, that'd be great. Now, this has something to do with something. I think it's... Okay. I'm pretty sure that TV has something to do with unlocking the secret boss, but now I'm not so sure. Here's one of those pumpkins we have to shoot. I might as well smash it now while we're here. Watch this. The fire now will go this way, and then it'll go and light up one of those tombs that we saw back towards the very beginning. I like this dude. Marauder body right there. The little attention to detail. But like I said, though, the idea of Borderlands, they didn't really... The world's not super fleshed out, right? I mean, here we are in Hallowed Hallow, and the only people we run into are, like, dead skeletons and stuff. Oh, this church here, by the way. That church has... I think I've got a couple of legendaries out of that church. But yeah, pretty much everyone that you encounter is an enemy. There's no just, like, normal NPCs in Borderlands, which kind of, you know... It's part of the Borderlands franchise, more or less. Do I shoot that? Or do I light... I do something with that later on, I'm sure. I can't quite remember. But, yeah, that's one of the things I kind of hope they do in Borderlands 3, although it's kind of hard to say, because if they put too many NPCs out in the world, then it won't really feel like Borderlands. I mean, part of Borderlands is going through areas like this with, like, so many enemies all around you. It's, like, almost like Diablo in a way, right? And here's one of those pumpkins. Oh, it's inaccurate. There we go. Now, watch the fire. I might have to... Or does it all go to the church? See, I don't remember. It's been so long. We'll figure it out. But let's go ahead and activate this key here and go kill us a pumpkin Kingpin. Which I'm pretty positive, him being a pumpkin, he's not going to resist fire. I just noticed it's hard to see it now, but there's like a mini vault symbol, I think, there at the very top of the cage. That's pretty cool. Oh, I was gonna say what's happening here, but it's just the little pumpkins coming out of the ground. Yeah, these guys die to fire very quickly. Let's go ahead and just get a bunch of ammo here. There we go. And anything in here? Nope, no Legos. Fire rate's nice, but SMG. Where are you? SMG damage, I think, is actually a little bit better. These guys are awesome. Notice how their face glows, like, changes color? That's so cool. And here's one of those candies I was talking about earlier. Tasty Pandoran candy. Try one. You'll feel... Try only one and you'll feel tall. With greatest ease, your foes will fall. Now, that doesn't actually tell you what these do. But... Yeah, you can look it up online, I assume, but I have no idea what each candy does. I'm pretty sure the yellow one makes you move faster, but...
This is definitely where the pumpkin Kingpin lives, but he ain't here. Must be sleeping underground or something. Oh, I bet if you flooded the area, you'd probably have to come up for air. Go on and head to the windmill.
This... trying to read some riddles here. This tangy tree sure packs a punch. When it's all gone, you've gained a bunch. Of what? A bunch of what? Health? Let's find out. Let's see if anything happens here. Watch my health. Watch my... Now my shield's going up normally. Now this one here... Now run and gun fast as you can. I've had a piece so you can't catch me. Yeah, this was... The yellow ones are always the ones I cared most about because you could actually sprint very quickly. And that blood just now starts spelling. Another one of those TVs is actually back this way. Spooky. Can't see because of the freaking candy, really. The old VHS tapes and everything. It's so good. Kind of wish my candy would go away, but it's whatever. It's fine. It's fine. We need to go to the windmill. Okay. The windmill with the spooky racks, if I recall correctly. But they shouldn't be much of an issue with the freaking hellfire, dude. I still can't believe we actually got the hellfire here. That's actually insane.
The windmill ain't working, is it? Those abominations there were made by good old Dr. Zed. Speaking of which, have you seen Zed or Ned lately? What about Ted? Oh, wait. I'm so sorry. We ain't supposed to talk about the Forbidden Brother.
I love that. I love that. I mean, it's probably just a joke that he was making right there. Well, first off, these scracks, these were actually made in the first Halloween DLC for Borderlands 1, which is kind of cool. They're a bit of a throwback for this DLC. But also, when they start talking about Ted right there, that was most likely just a joke, right? It was most likely like tongue-in-cheek, whatever, ha ha ha. But it's also kind of cool that when he said that, that could set up like a new Halloween DLC for maybe Borderlands 3, where the Forbidden Brother Ted shows up, and yeah, it's neat. Ooh, there's our level up. You guys want it? These guys are actually worth a good amount of XP, and they die so easily, like ridiculously easily. Mostly because of the fire SMG. Okay, so we got that shield earlier, but this one gives me elemental resistance and increases my maximum health. But this one's better all around. And if I get melee, it does roid damage. Yeah, let's go ahead and rock that. It feels weird to want to rock that, but let's go ahead and do that. And then in the skills here, were we working on Sweet Release, which is not exactly a great ability, honestly, but it's... What does this do? Increases bullet damage with all gun types. Yeah, I should actually be increasing that because a Sweet Release here. If the enemy you have phase locked is killed, it generates life orbs. It automatically heals out and seeks you and your friends. I had that when I was doing my 1 life challenge, but since it doesn't matter if I die anymore, shouldn't I just put this into increasing bullet speed and bullet damage? Like, I should respec. Go back when I go back to Sanctuary next. I think I'm gonna respec, get rid of those, and put all my points here into Accelerate because. Yeah, if I'm not doing a 1 life challenge, what's the point in like really trying to focus on healing? Not that I even really need it. Like, how often am I even phase locking and killing enemies anyway? It's usually just the bigger guys, right? All right, let's get that up there and that right there.
The Spikos and Scrag tell legends of the creature who kicked him out of the Iridium Blight. Said there was a real big, small, or normal-sized man or woman, and that there was 1 to 4 of them. The legends are pretty vague.
I love that, dude. All right, so if you didn't get that, that's a reference to the Vault Hunters, and also a reference to how this game is actually co-op. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. They're a man or woman of large or small stature, and there was 1 to 4 of them. Freaking good. I love it. All right. Now this nest all the way up there. That's gonna. Get out of here. And the final bit right there, and now we should be able to just turn straight around here.
So the blood's pumping, and everything's ready for a final showdown with the Pumpkin Kingpin. Whenever you're ready, just head back to the Kingpin's domicile.
I'm on my way, but there's these little barriers everywhere.
Powers our hemoglobin pumps. Got a few vampires in town, and well, they make milkshakes out of blood. I had one once. It was all right.
All right, time to turn on the old valve. Oh boy, they're closing me in. The blood's a pumping. The earth is a shaking. The blood's coming from the ground. And here comes the Pumpkin Kingpin. You are big and scary, let me tell you, but you know what? I have a legendary SMG. Now, I can't phase lock you, but I can hurt you that way. And then hit you in the head a bunch of times. This is actually ridiculously easy. This is actually insanely easy. Oh, I guess those are mines that I probably shouldn't run over. Oh, and now I have to hit the head. You have to destroy the Pumpkin Kingpin's head when it comes off. Kind of similar to the Headless Horseman, similar to the WoW event that we did in my previous video. And just like that, he's dead.
Come on back for your reward whenever you want, old pal.
I will be over there just in a moment. Still dealing with stuff here. So no Legos off him. To my understanding, he's actually not a very good source of legendaries. But then again, I got a legendary for killing the Forge Master Sully. Like, how does that even make sense? I mean, pretty much every mob in the game has a small chance of dropping a legendary. Again, emphasis on small, but still, the chances of that happening is so freaking cool. And now we go back and talk to old zombie TK. I like how this automatically, you don't have to press the button, just automatically takes you up. And this speedy candy, it's very nice. I'm a big fan of it. Ah, look at you guys coming back. Oh, wait, so. Okay, the first fire. The first fire is lit up there because we killed the Pumpkin Kingpin. Now, the second fire, I think we put in a shield, a gun, and a grenade. That will light up this one. I don't remember what this one is. I may have to go watch Yodi's video again. And then the TV. Oh, you have to activate. I think, do you have to activate all the TVs? No. This is this one over here. This is the church, like the Church of the Damned. I'm trying to remember. I just watched it the other day, but like there's a lot of steps to summoning this extra boss, which I would really like to do. So we'll try and do it. I remember most of them, but I'm sure there's like 2 or 3 small things that I forgot that I'm gonna have to go back and probably watch that video. All right, you can consider that pumpkin smashed. Bad pun.
Thanks for coming on by, stranger. Don't see too many new folks these days, or ever, really, on account of the blindness. One day somebody will laugh at that joke.
He keeps making all sorts of blind jokes. Candy and brains.
As payment for my watchfulness, I asked the town folks for my favorite candy, sugary brain bites. I ain't been able to collect any though since my zombie polio started acting up again. Could you make the rounds for me and maybe bring me back as much brain-flavored candy as you can?
This is a reference. See, I didn't know this because I played this DLC before I played the first one from the original Borderlands. There's like a never-ending grind where you bring him back like bones or candy or something. But you guys have to promise. I'm going to say something here, but you guys have to promise to not laugh at me. By the way, here's one of those pumpkins. You have to promise not to laugh. I just now realized the joke of zombie TK Baja being the town watchman. I never got that joke until right now. It's not really a funny joke, but just, I never... He's a blind man who's the town watchman. I never got that until right now. He makes all sorts of blind jokes, but that one went completely and utterly over my head. Completely. All right, so there's this church, and I forget what we have to do to be able to get inside of it. I'm pretty positive we shoot that. All right, that's just a piece of candy. We do something with that, don't we?
And those candies there sure do the trick, don't they? Why don't you get me some more, would you?
Here's another one of the TVs. This is the third one. This one has a vault symbol on it. And a phone of sorts, which is probably a reference to the movie. They have Claptrap show up in that. That's so good. Alright, so that's 3 of the TVs. But I feel like there are more. Hey, shout out to you guys for actually spawning back in now. How's it going? Hey, easy. Hey, speaking of that, there's a pumpkin right there. It's happened to spot. Alright. Now, if you could go ahead and die, Mr. Resistant to Fire. You're just a psycho, too. It's not even like he's like a big mob or anything. Okay, let's go over here and do the cauldron. We're going to have to sacrifice some things. I've heard, like, you can actually, if you sacrifice legendaries, maybe there's a higher chance of a legendary coming out. But weapon, shield, then grenade. We can do that. I got plenty of things to drop. Well, actually, that's my one slag weapon. I can get rid of this thing. I don't need this. Okay, so drop that. And then we will drop this melee shield. It's kind of good, but we'll drop it anyway. And then a grenade mod. I guess we just drop this.
Nice.
All right, and they all go in. And then a chest comes out of the goo. Come on. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Ah, whammies. I said no whammy. That's not bad for my One Life Challenge playthrough, I suppose. But really nothing all that great in here. What's that again? Burn chance and stuff. Not really all that good. And we also have a bunch of ammo. But that should... we didn't see it, but I'm pretty positive that will light up... That'll light up one of the tombs back there. So right now... How many pumpkins have we done? We did the first one, then the second, the one up there in the hill. I think we're missing... I think we're actually missing one pumpkin. And I can't for the life of me remember how we go about opening this up. The Church of the Dead. It's a really cool... It's actually somewhat similar to the church out there in the dust, but it's a little bit different. And there's a big old chest in there, and I've gotten lots of Legos from that in the past, but I honestly can't quite remember what we had to do to get in there. There's something. But let's run back here really quick. I'm trying to figure it out on my own before having to look up the guide or anything like that, but we'll probably have to look up the guide. I want to see... Yep, there we go. So that... Oh! So we've already done all the pumpkins. Unless we did all the TVs, we did the cauldron, we killed the Kingpin. Oh, suicide psycho. We killed the Kingpin. The only thing we have left to do is actually get inside the church. But for the life of me, I can't quite remember how we do that. Though I'm like 90% sure it involves these pumpkins. Wait, no, yeah, because the pumpkins... Oh, get out of here! Because the fire all goes to the church. You probably have to light up, like, all 5 of the pumpkins, or kill all 5 of the pumpkins, and that will then open the church. All right, you. Some of us are trying to be productive. Oh, undead badass. All right, so one of these sides is lit up now. I think we're just missing out on, like... Okay, so this entire half is lit up. Oh, okay, yeah, so there's 6... Okay, there's 6 of these. Each pumpkin goes and lights up a different torch. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, actually. I like them actually figuring... I watched the video a couple days ago, so I had a bit of a refresher, but I'm glad I'm, like, remembering all this and, like, doing it in-game without having to look up a guide or anything. Where'd the final pumpkin be? We killed the pumpkin that was on the way down here, I believe. Like, there was one that was up here on our way back. Pretty positive we killed... Oh, that's a piece of candy that we're supposed to grab for TK. I guess we can go and do that, but we might have to do a full loop around, because we can't just, like, straight up get up there unless I were to grenade jump off of something, which we could go ahead and do that. Let's run... Okay, I already don't have a grenade equipped. Just be sure. No, I do have a grenade mod equipped. That's why we double checked, boys. All right, grenade there. Ah, come on. I need a bit more of an oomph than that. Okay, I'm not getting any bouncing at all here. Okay, I give up. I give up on the idea of grenade jumping there. We'll go and get that at some other point, I think. But where else could... I feel like this has something to do with something besides getting that piece of candy. I'm 99% sure of that, but I can't confirm. Is there anything down this way? No. Just a bunch of lava, and then right here was that first pumpkin that we smashed. Okay. And so, I just start from the beginning here, pretty much. So, you smash that first pumpkin, then you go over this way, and then there's the big one that was on the tree. I remember that. Oh, hello. Look at you guys with the jump scares. Like you is somebody. Okay. You know what? We're gonna have to go Lacaw for these guys. Jeez. Alright, suicide site. I might go down here. Woo. Nope. I'm actually down, and they're throwing grenades at me, man. Oh, wow. Dude, hip firing this thing is really good. I guess that's because it's a doll, and the accuracy's pretty consistent. My goodness. Well, now I'm losing track of, like, where I was. Right over this way, yeah, right up top of this tree was one of those pumpkins that we smashed. You guys are just all respawning now, aren't you? Hold on. Let's go for the melee. That was just that might have been just a regular pumpkin that we smashed, if I recall. Then there was that one that was right there. I remember that. So I feel like if there's a pumpkin that we've missed, which there is, there's only one pumpkin that we haven't seen. Wait a minute, there's one over here. I remember, it's actually over here to the right? Yep, there it is. I was gonna say it's gonna be up there towards like the blacksmith or somewhere, but there it is. Now, there's the fire. This reminds me of like a zombies Easter egg. And then the fire is going to go all the way up there, and that should, if I remember correctly, open the door or allow us to at least do something. I wish I had some healing right now. What the heck? All right. There we go. Now we go inside the church, which is creepy in its own right, you know? I mean, you're telling me that's not weird? What am I hearing? Oh, there's people out, there's, like, mobs outside there. But yeah, I've actually gotten, I've gotten a couple of legendaries from this chest before. No such luck this time. We got ourselves a slag pistol, which is probably better than the one I already have. Go ahead and grab that. Where did you come from? Die already? Alright. And so now, after all that, I believe... Let's get the old speed boost here. Yeah, that allows us... Oh, he's spawning in, boys. He's spawning in right now. I need to do this real quick, though. I need health. Oh, no, he's fire! I forgot. Yeah, of course he is. I'm an idiot. Clark the Combusted Cryptkeeper. Alright, so this is actually the secret final boss of this Headhunter DLC. He shouldn't be honestly all that hard. With the gosh, being able to move this fast is almost unfair. All right, let's go ahead and hit you with that, and then get some headshots. Now he can drop, I believe it's called the Pyrophobia, which is a really awesome rocket launcher that I currently, I farmed it quite a bit for Krieg, because obviously you can get like fire damage and stuff with Krieg. You can do elemental stuff with the Siren as well. But yeah, I farmed it on Krieg and I have it on him. It's a really cool, I think anyway, rocket launcher. Although I gotta say, it's annoying to farm for, because to be able to get the boss to spawn here, you have to do everything we just did. And, okay, if we're talking about rocking... Okay, I need to drop something. If we're talking about rocking a slag weapon, that's a pretty good way to go about things. The afterburner, that's for cars, man. Oh, yeah, I can just use the siren head there. And then that will give me the ability to pick this up. I mean, check this bad boy out. If we're talking about slagging, that's a pretty good way to go about things. Although you really don't need to do that so much here in, like, normal mode. But as you guys can see, he didn't drop it. I kind of want to farm it more, to be honest. But, I mean, do I really need to? You know, is it really necessary? That would have been pretty good if I didn't have this here. I still can't believe this thing dropped. I'm happy. We got our one legendary. But now I feel like, I don't know about you guys. I mean, who's ready for the video to end? Not me. I ain't ready yet. So we're going to go ahead. And we're going to go and collect all this candy for TK just to see what happens. Because I don't believe I've ever actually done that. Or if I have, I don't remember, you know, anything about it, really. Piece of candy down here in this van. Oh, that's cool. That's neat.
Sugary brain bites got all the taste of brains without all the hassle of chasing and murdering and looking at your bloody hands screaming, "Oh God, what have I become?"
Oh man, I can't wait for Borderlands 3. The Borderlands humor it's wonderful. I'm a very big fan. If you guys didn't know, how many Borderlands videos do I have here on the channel? We gotta be getting close to like 500, right? I know it took like 200 episodes just to do my Borderlands 2 Let's Play. No, 100 episodes, I'm sorry. And then there's all the DLCs that we've done. Then there's the entire playthrough of Borderlands 1 and the Borderlands 1 DLCs and Tales from the Borderlands, which ooh. Oh. I should do Tales from the Borderlands. I did the first 2. Apparently there's 5 total episodes of it, and I did the first 2 episodes way back in the day. And it's actually, not only is Tales from the... it's canonical. Like, what happens in there actually matters. But also, it's the most recent events that we have. Like, a lot of it is actually set after Borderlands 2. Oh, that's neat. Super weird-looking bat models, but still pretty cool.
Being the lookout for this town might be boring as sin, but that there candy makes the whole deal worthwhile. Yeehaw!
Yeah, so I did the first 2 episodes a long time ago, and I never did 3, 4, and 5, which I believe there's only 5 episodes in total, and each episode takes about 2 hours, if I recall correctly, hour and a half, 2 hours. So the plan is, I'm not sure when I'm going to do it, but I would like to go through Tales from the Borderlands again, and I would start basically back from the beginning, like the very first episode again, like all of that, like start completely over. I'm sure a lot of it will come back to me, like as I'm playing through it, but I think that'd be the best way to do it. You just start from the beginning and do a full new playthrough of it. So it looks like the final 2 pieces of candy can be found on this half of the map where apparently all of these freaking enchanted skeletons are at. I was running around. Let me show you guys what happened. I was running around over here continuously thinking that somehow I could go from here over to here, but no, I had to go all the way back, which is why I jumped ahead here in the video here. I got a little bit lost, which is something that happens to me pretty much all the time. And speaking of lost, by the way, and getting lost and exploring and stuff like that, my freaking goodness, what is happening here? Fallout 76. I told you guys I am incredibly interested in that game, and I will be playing it a lot and posting it a lot. Well, the beta begins for PC tomorrow. So I will be playing, and I am very excited. The beta itself is actually... I'm just going to run away from these guys. The beta itself is actually somewhat odd with how they're doing this break it early test application, I think, is the final... Yeah, that's the entire acronym, isn't it? Either way, how they're doing it is really odd because they are... allowing you to play the game early if you pre-order and, of course, have beta access, but you can only play at certain times of the day. I'll have to look into it, what days it's actually going to be live tomorrow. But I will most certainly be playing through, and I am very, very excited about it. I'll probably be doing a Let's Play as compared to a live stream. I just feel as though that's probably the best way to go about it. That way, you know, I can take my time, edit things out if needed, or edit things in if needed. If I maybe miss something, I want to go back or do whatever, and, you know, we'll probably just do it that way. I think that'll be pretty fun. It's kind of annoying me to go all the way around here. I probably could have done this a different way. Oh, there's a whole house down there. By grenade jumping back across here, but I don't know. I figured let's just run across. This thing is really freaking good because it's slag and it makes them weaker. Actually, slag doesn't make them weaker to other slag, or does it just make them weaker in general? I'm not sure, but either way, the shotgun looks really cool and it's really freaking strong. Right there is where that's like the point of no return. Oh, so we just drop down here to these houses, which you never would have gone to otherwise, because they're basically falling down. Oh, there's a ladder. And, oh, that's so cool. That's so neat. Okay. Go ahead and grab these.
You nearly got enough sugary brain bites.
All right. And now we take the old ladder back up. Oh, okay. Yeah, you have to jump and land on the ladder. Freaking a la Modern Warfare 2 on Terminal. And as there's fire coming up at you, that's really freaking cool. And then from here, now how did I get... Oh, that's simple. You just run from here, and then instead of going down, you just run and jump, and then land right here. And then get the final bit of candy off this guy.
Hey, you got enough candy to keep me on a gray matter sugar high for months. Why don't you come on back?
I'm a-coming, TK. I'm a-coming. But it looks like that is all the content for this Headhunter DLC, which is... that's, again, going full circle here. That's the point of these Headhunters. I mean, they're not designed to be... you know, an entire full-fledged DLC or anything like that. They're designed to be shorter bits of content, but if you look into it, you know, you have like little secret bosses like we had, and then a little bit of exploring and stuff like that. You can actually get a good amount of content out of it. And how much do these things cost? Like, I'm like 90% sure it's like $5 or something, which in my opinion is pretty worth it for a DLC like this. It does have a secret boss. That secret boss can drop you a pretty awesome rocket launcher. It extends the story and like the lore of TK Baja and the idea of Hallowed Hallow. It's pretty good. And I'm pretty sure they're cheaper than like $5 now. They're probably like $2 or $3 now that Borderlands 2 is freaking old. My goodness, man. Speaking of old, Call of Duty turned 15, I'm pretty positive today, which is absurd. Came out in 2003. It's nuts. It really is. But let's hear what TK Baja here has to say.
Yay! Candy.
Oh. Gathering candy is a bit dangerous around here.
Thanks a bunches. Before I eat all these, I'm gonna squish them together into a big lump and pretend it's the brain of somebody I don't like. Nah, who am I kidding? There ain't nobody I don't like. They're all delicious.